Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, people. Welcome back to Hog Rider Radio. It's been a long time.
Did they hear that crack?
Probably, yeah, they did. Yeah. It's actually Hog Rider Gaming. This is like episode 2. 2 or 3. One of those.
You can see in the YouTube which one it is.
You'll see in the YouTube, but welcome back. We've been on a little hiatus. The last...
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
We're so busy, and I live 3.5 hours away, so...
I have a house, so...
Yeah. These two... Well, Canaan's not even, you know...
Well, it's
Who's this guy?
And he's just busy.
New job.
Welcome back. I'm your host for this podcast for the day, the three-eyed Braven. To my immediate right is the bearded hog champ, Ethan Justice.
What up?
And we're going to skip this guy and we'll come back to him. And to the far right, we have the Perry King, Dylan Branscombe.
So yeah, I got a new Celsius flavor Oasis vibe. It's prickly pear lime, and I just took a sip of it, and it's actually pretty good. Believe it or not.
You always bring me
But
drinks.
well, yeah, because I need to have this juice to keep me going. Because if I don't, then I'm just gonna run out.
And
You know,
then
I'm gonna be a zombie.
introducing for the first time on Hog Rider Radio is my favorite rogue, the Master Assassin,
The dish god.
the dish god, yes.
No.
The original beard, Canaan Justice.
Yeah.
Original where?
Yeah.
I had a beard before that man did.
Yeah, but he's older.
Sequel, original, and your brother's the prequel.
Oh yeah, that's true. But
So, today's episode we're going to be talking about a game we just all finished and something we really love, Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah. Down by the river.
Before that, our sponsor, Great Shadow Legends.
I was gonna say that was a surprise to me. I didn't think we had any sponsors. So.
Unless
Yeah. HogRiderRadio@gmail.com. Let us know.
Hey, that'd be great, honestly. We don't post enough, though, to be honest. We probably need to get on that.
Nope.
Oh, well.
got to get on that.
Oh, well, I'm just doing this for fun.
Yeah, really, to be honest, I really just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're right. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably the best RPG I've ever played in my entire life.
It's so good.
And for starters, I want to go through Act 1, 2, and 3 and talk about our favorite parts from each.
Matt's here.
Oh,
Guys,
and,
Matt just got here.
And
He's got both.
he got Bojangles from
Oh.
Show it to the camera.
Can I get a fry? Can I get a fry? Hey. Hey, buddy. What's up, man? Matt has just started Baldur's Gate. So.
I'll do the game of the year.
Yeah, there he is.
You dropped
We
a
are
couple.
so back, baby.
Yes, sir. You dropped
For
a,
like a week, but we are still back.
you dropped some pencils, Matt.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave it.
Leave it.
You're doing homework,
Is that-
aren't you? Yeah. Alright, but we're going to talk through each part, and Matt doesn't really care for spoilers of Baldur's Gate, so he's just still going to play with us no matter what.
Oh yeah.
And, okay, some of us.
Dylan kind of uninstalled on accident. Oopsie. I uninstalled on accident. I can reinstall it.
He'll get it
Hey,
back.
yeah. Y'all four can play it.
Kanan wants us
Y'all can just- y'all probably have to
Kanan
restart.
Does, and so does Justin. So,
Oh, you don't even have to restart. It just auto levels them up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. Kanan's in there. Oh, yeah, buddy.
All those people I just mentioned.
Where's the
like,
Where's the seasoning?
Anyway, I don't know. I just, yeah.
Hold on.
What? Guys, this is Bojangles. Look at this fry. There's nothing on it.
Come on.
Quite literally nothing on it.
Did they even put
This is supposed to be 5 minutes in. It's already chaos.
Chaos, baby.
Thanks, homie.
This is the most whitewashed fry I've ever seen in my life.
Where's
This
the
looks
flavor?
horrible. Where's all the flavor at?
Alright.
And no straw.
Oh, my God. Oh. That's the second table you slammed in 5 minutes. I need you to chill out.
I thought it was 5. It's been 2.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Alright. But we're going to go through Act 1. And I'm going to start with... I'm not drinking yet. Ethan.
Okay, that makes it sound like I'm drinking alcohol.
So like, what am I going through in Act 1?
Basically, Act 1, like, what's your favorite moments? What do you love the most about it? Like,
Well, I'll
Okay.
tell you. Well, was that Act 1 or 2?
Because I have a question. Act 1 is beginning
Act 1 is the beginning.
to Moonrise.
You're on your way to Moonrise. You have to get to the Shadow Realm gate. You go to the Underdark. You go to the
Okay, so the Shadow, including Shadowrun.
No, not
Oh, okay, cool.
Shadow Realm is out too. So Underdark,
Just the wilderness.
Underdark,
and
Wilderness, and the Mountain Pass.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Oh, we didn't do the mountain pass.
Well, he did. So he.
Okay, he can talk about it.
Yeah,
Cool.
he can talk about Mountain Pass. So that was his favorite part.
I was gonna say this.
All right. Well, I'll start off. My favorite player moment in Act 1 was our battle against Droll Ragslin.
For explanation of Jordan Raslin, that's the Hobgoblin main key.
He
That was insane.
He was hard. Like it was
So
pause.
hard.
Yes, you killed him.
But he was
Oh, wait, I forgot we
very
got to that
difficult.
point, yeah.
And we had played it like 3 times, 4 times.
Yeah,
Back to back.
It was 3 to 4 times. We were trying to get Haslin out of there.
We never got Haslin out of there, FYI.
How do you die in this one?
Somebody just smacked him, I think.
I was just saying, mine. He just got smacked. I did. Oh, I killed him. I killed him because I didn't know that he was Haslam. I didn't. I'm new to D&D, so I was looking for a druid. I was like, okay, I'm sure I'll find this guy. And I found a bear, and I was like, well, it's not him. I gotta kill this bear.
The reason why I knew it was him is because it said it was a druid, and I was like, oh yeah.
I was like, I gotta kill this bear. So I tried to kill the bear, got him down to low HP, and they turned into a human. And I was like, who is this? It said Haslam at the top. I was like, and he's already an enemy at that point. I couldn't save him, so I had to kill him.
You can knock him out. It would've-
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just learned that yesterday, actually, because I was doing research for this.
I was also very new to the game when I.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's non-lethal. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was very new to the game when I started that. So
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, okay. First off, he had wiped like Canaan and Dylan, I think, or Canaan and Braven.
Oh, it was me and Canaan. We got
Yeah.
right off the bat. I played. All right, so.
Oh yeah. What classes are we? We don't even.
Tell
Yeah.
our names and what we play real quick.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
All right, so I'll go first. I play Sorcerer. That eventually goes into a slight bard. His name is Inazuma. He's a dragonborn, and I freaking love him. He's a lightning dragon too, so love him. Ethan.
I am Thorin. I'm not even gonna say my character. I became him at some point. But he is a dwarf druid, and he turned into a cleric a little bit halfway through the. Pretty much when he turned into a bard, I turned into a little bit of a cleric. So I had a lot of healing stuff. That stuff came in clutch too.
Oh my God, we'll get into it. Into it. Jeez.
All right.
Kanan.
I was a rogue. Firstly, it was a monk, but then I kind of wanted to do a rogue, and then it was completely rogue at the end. I changed it a lot.
You did go change your class about every single time I went to camp.
But I love doing the sleight of hand stuff and the sneak attacks. Just
Sneak attacks did come in clutch. He had that critical hit.
Yeah, that critical hit.
Mhm.
76.
Yeah.
What was
And
your
I would be like, "What'd you do?"
pick
He's like,
every single door.
Oh yeah. What was your name?
What was your name?
I couldn't think of a name, so it was literally the letter X. Yeah,
And mysterious. That's how rogues are supposed to
"Oh, that's
be.
cool."
very mysterious.
You played a human, right? Just
Yeah, it was just you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dylan.
I was Edard, the high half-elf paladin,
The heavy hitter.
fighter at the end. So I had action surge.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So
it was crazy.
the three of us, we all multi-classed.
Heavy freaking hitter.
He went full rogue in the end, but
Heavy freaking hitter over there.
that
Yeah.
when we get to Act 2 and 3, me and like
Oh yeah, the paladin sorcerer combo was,
they'll never see it coming, man.
dude. It was for real. And
Here healing them, just
Yeah, I sat over there healing and turning into an owlbear. That's pretty much all I did.
owlbear. Yeah. Act 2, it was always Ethan turned into an owlbear. Like
Owlbear time.
every single fight. Every single fight.
Go back to the Droll Raslin.
Oh yeah. So this was kind of before I got a bunch of my animal powers, basically. And I had this beautiful, beautiful spell called Thunderwave. And if you don't know what that is, basically, it's a spell where you just push people back. So he had wiped out Canaan and Braven.
And just killed Dylan.
Oh yeah, and Haslin too. So I was like, hold on guys, don't quit yet. I have an idea. that was my catchphrase throughout the whole thing. They got so mad at me.
First season, not tell us.
It doesn't tell us anything, and then sometimes it would work, and sometimes it'd be the dumbest thing of all time. It'd be like, Ethan, you could have told us that before you tried it.
Anyway, I take a tactical retreat up a ladder because I was getting surrounded.
You did that as a Baron, though, the funniest looking.
Oh yeah, I climbed up as the bear.
Yeah.
And Joel Ragslin just barely had enough movement speed to get up the ladder. So he was right at the edge, and so were his lackeys. So I was like, wait a second. So I turned from a bear into just the regular druid, and I absolutely blow them off the edge of the thing.
They fell 70 feet.
Fell
Thunderwave.
70 feet.
Yeah, he hit Thunderwave
Wiped all
on him.
3 of them, and we won the battle.
It was insane. It was
It was
It was awesome.
2 a.m.
yeah, 2
We
a.m. We
were-
were depressed because we were just getting hammered.
It was like 3 to 4 hours of nonstop.
Yeah, just-
brutal
Yeah,
being
it-
just destroyed.
It was.
And I was like,
it was
you
bad,
want to
man.
see a magic trick?
It was one of the coolest things in Act 1 I think I'd ever experienced.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I got the pick of the litter of that loot because they were just like, thank you so much. But yeah, that's my favorite player moment. And then I don't know if I had a favorite just regular story moment. And maybe just Shadowheart was my favorite story.
Shadowheart, my beloved.
Oh, my
Beloved.
They're obsessed with the scarcity of Shadow.
Anyway.
Listen, Baldur's Gate 3 is one of these things that if you're a gamer, you know about it, and if you're not a gamer, you have to be living on a rock or not having any gamer friends to
Yeah.
actually hear about this game.
This game is very popular, but Shadowheart's definitely one of those people that's like,
Yes.
everyone loves Shadowheart.
She's a
for
goth
real.
and she's got a complicated backstory, so it's just perfect.
Yeah.
It's weird. My favorite character is Will.
Will does have a good
That's not
story.
weird.
Especially
Will's a good
the
character.
Third act.
Yeah.
But
Third
yeah.
act Will. Third act Will's sick. With Karlak too. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Third act Karlak. Oh, we'll get to that. Third act Karlak's so good.
But yeah, I'll let Canaan go next because that's it for me.
As far as player moments, I don't think I have anything from Act 1 that really stood out. But from the story moments in Act 1, the part at the Githyanki Crash was one of my favorites. I know it's probably not a popular opinion,
Okay.
but I enjoy going through Lazel's backstory in my single player campaigns, and
Yeah, I think we should have went to the Mountain Pass in ours, all together, because he went into the Mountain Pass in a singular one, and we didn't. We should have done that because I feel like we did. We would have characterized out a lot more than we did. She got no spoilers for that, but something happened to her in Act 3, and we did not care.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, that happened and we were like,
Just for a little bit of context, I killed her in my story, so there's that.
that's crazy that you did that.
I've done that a couple times too, not gonna lie.
She's so rude, bro. I can't. It's-
She really is. She really is. Until you're at camp after defeating the goblin army, and she's like, I want to sleep with you. And you're like, what? Why? Well, you've been mean to me this whole game. Doesn't make any sense.
There is some weird stuff in this game. It's insane.
Matt's talking trash back there.
Alright, is that all for you, or you have any more else you think of?
I mean, as far as the places, I did like the Underdark a lot. That was beautiful, honestly.
For sure.
But other than that, I think it's pretty much all I can think of.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, it'll be your turn.
I'm trying to think of a player moment first.
Yeah.
That would be really fun. I don't know. I think us beating the people in the Underdark. I can't remember what they were, but whenever we had to go down there, and do you remember? You remember who those people were?
people that were down, the dwarves or whatever they were, that were down there.
Yeah. No, not the Grimforge.
The
I hated the Grimforge.
the
Because of me.
Yeah.
the Dwergar or whatever they're.
Yeah. I think us fighting them and finally beating them was a nice little moment because we were frustrated with that one.
Honestly,
Act 1 was a frustrating act.
Yeah.
because you're not.
Act 2 was easy. We'll get to that. But Act 2, we were starting to get our groove, and we were just killing everybody. But
Act 1's easier with Matt now because we know what we're doing. But
yeah, that is true. The what?
The what?
Jor Ragslin? Yeah.
Y'all were talking about your own show, and I was like, well, it took us 3 times in yours as well.
Yeah, we died a couple times.
Yes.
Twice. Maybe twice.
But we also
Still, you got to remember, we didn't play the game before. So, like, we were new to trying to figure out how to do all this.
3 experts at that point.
yeah, at that point.
I
Yeah.
have 150 hours on that game.
I have around 120,
105 for me,
Or yeah, it's like 110-ish then for me.
which is kind of sad, but
215.
Canaan just said 215, yeah. If y'all
Kanan
didn't
just
hear that.
creates characters over and over again.
That's literally insane. But yeah, story moment. There's not really a ton of story moments in Act 1 per se.
Yeah,
I like
you
Jane Carlack at the beginning just because
Oh, yeah.
she's interesting.
I kinda
and her
like-
story gets good. What?
I mean, it plays into later, but her and Will meeting each other at camp in Act 1 was kind of cool.
That was a cool moment.
And you meet
Is Will transitioning into the
He does.
is that in Act 1?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a cool moment just because it comes out of nowhere. And is it Mizora?
Missouri.
Mizora was a cool character, I think. That.
She was kind of hot. Too.
Oh gosh, every woman in this game is attractive. So
Unbelievable. All of them. All right.
Literally all of them.
My favorite player moment and favorite story moment. I'm gonna go for both. My favorite. Crap. Now my brain.
the player moment that Ethan did with the Thunderwave was pretty sick though.
Yeah.
That was like a great. That was insane.
Like when I think player moment in Act 1, that's the first thing
Yeah.
I think of.
That was the only time I came in clutch throughout the whole game, though. So there's that.
Those healing spells did.
The healing spells came in clutch.
Okay,
Yep.
but I didn't get to kill anybody.
What's it
Whatever.
called? Yeah, we'll get to that part later.
Let's go support Ethan.
I don't want to be. These two.
Ethan's bloodthirsty.
My favorite player moment is with me on accident. Is the accidents that kept happening. So if you kept going south in the wilderness, you come across a nice lake area. Well, it's not a lake area; it's a swamp.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
I hate that place.
Yeah.
Do we even pursue that story?
No, we didn't defeat her.
Nope, we couldn't defeat her.
That was a difficult. Yeah.
That's one you come back to at the end of Act 1.
Like, so the hag is what her name is, and she is a absolute monster.
Yeah.
And we decided to chase her into the dungeon. However,
We should not have done that.
this man, it took us forever to get through it for no reason. This man puts a mask on, nothing happens to him. I put the mask on.
Oh, we start fighting each other. That's right.
I'm fighting them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no control over my character. I can't do nothing. Like, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
And it's because, like, apparently she mind controls you using the mask. And I'm like, how the frick do you do that?
Yeah.
My
And-
intelligence is 17.
His constitution's probably just a little higher than yours is.
Yeah. It was insane. I was just like walking around with it on. I could go through the cloud killer or whatever.
That made me so mad. Which, like, eventually, Act 3, I could go through Cloud.
Yeah.
Because of how sorcerer was.
How insane we were at the end of that game, but
Please, I could.
I never got a critical hit ever. So, or I never like got a critical hit landed on me after like Act 2, like the beginning of Act 2, because of my armor.
Yeah, because your AC.
Yeah, my AC was 20 like by the end of Act 2, so I never.
22 because that cape gave you a +2.
Oh yeah, and then sometimes I'd have the aura of whatever, and that would give me another 2. So I'd have like 24 sometimes.
It was easy.
That dragon would mess me up though. We'll get to that, but
No.
thing fireball.
Sorry.
Oh, Braven just died.
A little bit.
Excuse you.
My favorite story moment? Trying to think.
There's not a lot in Act 1. I can definitely think of one in Act 2 that I'll remember forever.
Yeah, actually, I'll remember that one forever. But it's just I'm trying to think what would be a good one in Act 1.
Meeting Raphael
No, that wasn't
for the first time.
I'm
I-
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. My favorite one in Act 1 actually didn't happen in our campaign. It happened in Matt's. The Bard girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When him and Matt, Matt was like serenading this bard girl.
Yeah, like they were ripping off each other. He's a bard and she was a bard, and they were going off.
Yeah.
And like she's.
He said he's risen her up.
And, she sang this song. It was very nice, and I was like, "Holy!"
It was a good
cow,
song.
This was a great song.
I could have immediately like hurt her feelings too, but I was like, oh, just keep going.
Yeah. And then I'll play along with you.
And you played along as well, and I was like, "What the heck is this? This is great." And I was like, "Yeah, that's probably my favorite moment, just because it was like a nice, sweet little moment in the midst of absolute freaking anarchy." So
Yeah.
because it was anarchy, like at the beginning of the game. That's another one of my favorite moments, actually. The beginning of the game.
Oh yeah.
Prairie.
That's like the only like real cutscene we get to
Until
the
the
beginning
end
of the
of it,
game
yeah.
until like the end.
The beginning of the game's opening cutscene.
It's so good.
Beautiful.
It's so good.
Beautiful. And then the game dropped graphics immediately. But it's still
Well,
Didn't
yeah,
need it.
you
Didn't
can't
need
really
it.
have spectacular graphics while you're
in game.
in game.
Like,
That's
it
understandable.
doesn't take away from it at all. Like, it's still really good. But, yeah, I'd say that for Act 1. Out of 10, I'd probably rank Act 1 like a good 6.
6. I give it like a 7 or an 8.
I'm going to say
Yeah.
6 just because of how many times we got bodied.
6.5. Yeah.
We did get bodied a lot.
Like, every fight we went through the hyena fight like 4 times. We shouldn't have gone through that 4 times.
Oh god, I forgot about the hyena
And then we
fight.
finally figured out the troll thing. So
Yeah.
Is it the Gurs or whatever they are?
Yeah, whatever the heck those trolls are.
Yeah.
We used them at the troll camp against,
We did. We used them against Jor.
We used them against Jor.
Yeah, that worked out
They
very
just
well.
want-
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah, I remember
around
seeing
the
that.
corner and look at Mandara now because I feel like she's gonna instantly fight us, and that is not something I'm ready for. So.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all have fun with that.
she's not, she's not as difficult to kill as Jor. I'll just be honest.
Yeah,
I'm a drow. I can just.
Riz her up.
What's up?
That's right. We were gonna try that. Forgot about that.
Anyway, that's all for Act 1. We're gonna move on to Act 2. Can I start this one?
Yeah.
I don't care, man.
Okay, my favorite player moment from Act 2 was, well, I'm gonna give my story moment. Night Song.
Yep, that's immediately what mine was gonna be. Seeing the night song for the first time was a moment.
I played the Night Song music all
Yeah.
the time in my car.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's on my phone. It's so good.
Good it is. But
That battle too. That was earned because that battle was difficult to get her
that
out.
was
Ooh,
very difficult.
yeah.
And,
Everybody casting sleep on us 10 times.
Real quick.
Oh my God, they were casting sleep.
Rem-
God.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
That was annoying.
It didn't matter
But-
for you, but
What portion of the story was Act 2? Just remind me.
Alright, Act 2 starts in the Shadow Realm, and then like you go to Moonrise Towers,
Uh-huh.
and you meet Catholic Thorn, voiced and played by J.K. Simmons.
Great.
it was
Think, Mark.
fantastic.
Think, Mark. Think.
What's 18 years?
I can just make another one.
But anyway, we need to do a podcast about this one.
I gotta watch Invincible.
But anyway, it's the entire Shadow Realm arc, like the Gauntlet of Shar, the
that
Doctor.
was fun.
Oh wait, I now found my player moment.
There it is. Yep. I was wondering if you were gonna say it.
But it's all the stuff that just happens like in the Shadow Realm base.
Okay.
And as soon as we leave the Shadow Realm, we go to Act 3, which is Bars. So,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
so my favorite story moment was the Night Song. However, my favorite moment playing the game was the 3 people I convinced to.
Five people, actually.
5 people that I convinced to.
Unalive themselves.
Yeah.
We can't say that word on.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ones that we convinced that was a lot of fun for me, just because I was like,
I forgot about that.
I put all my points right into charisma, and I was like, ha, go away.
I forgot about that.
Like I did it to the Doctor and his henchman. I did it to the Gold Queen.
Oh.
I did it to.
Remember we had to fight her the first time?
That was annoying.
Yeah, and then we died like immediately.
Who talked to her the first time?
I don't know.
I think it was probably me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was me and my.
By the end of
Zero
it,
crew.
only Braven and sometimes Dylan and Canaan talked to him. I didn't talk to anybody.
Well, this guy's charisma is horrible.
Horrible.
What about that part with the?
No, I'm gonna. That's my favorite. Stop. That's my favorite. So
Okay.
don't.
But and then there was like this big giant, I don't know what we call him, down there. Him and his men and their dog. So yeah, that was my favorite moment in there.
Super easy to get out of those conversations.
Act 2 is really easy, like just to go off the bat. And the battle for Moonrise. That's so good.
Yeah, that was. Well, that's what I'm saying. My favorite player moment's in there.
Okay.
And about from Moonrise.
Alright, we'll start over there this time. Sorry, hey, listen, we started with you first last time. Sorry.
Okay.
Haha. Anyways, my favorite story moment is the night song. Obviously, that was just a moment. God, that was so good. Because we were like, "What's this gonna look like?" And she transformed. And we were like, what? Like that was like one of my favorite gaming moments of the year. Like
starts playing and everything, and everybody's like,
yeah, and we were like the score right now is insane. That was probably my favorite story moment. My favorite player moment though, killing Ketherick.
that. I was
Probably the
picturing that, so
most clutch move I made in the game was when I misty stepped from the top to the bottom when he was at like 50 health and he had another turn and we were all about to die and I just divine smited him and it was like a critical hit and it got rid of that big monster thing. 'Cause remember we kill him or we almost kill Ketherick and then he like what's the god? Is it that comes out?
Mural.
Merkel comes out. Killing Merkel, that was like the big part.
Yeah,
for me 'cause
this man did pretty much that whole thing by himself.
Yeah, I died. So sorcerer.
I was dead also well.
yeah.
We have low hit points, and so
I don't know how much I had at that point. I think I
I
had
was
like
dead as well.
70.
I didn't have many either, but
I just to put on what's the tough where it adds like 2 hit points for every level up you have.
should have done that.
Like I had 112 at the end of the game.
Well,
Yeah, 112 and 111. We just never died ever.
I always died.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, yeah. It doesn't matter which one.
If you hear any water, Matthew's washing his hands.
Your foot.
But yeah, so killing Merkel was definitely one of those moments for me where I was like, holy cow, I just did that. And that was another like 2 a.m. battle where we were up.
Most of these battles were 2 a.m. battles.
And I got that Reaper's armor. I basically wore that till the end of the game.
You wore that.
And I got his passed down armor.
Yeah. Because my armor was always insane. They always give me the very heavy armor because I was a paladin. I could wear it. And it was always like, my AC was be insane.
Me and him could wear armor for the longest time because he was a monk for the longest time, and then he got rogue, and then he could wear armor. So,
well,
like,
it was light on them, but still couldn't find
That's a clock that's going off. Just letting you know that it's 7 o'clock, so we're going to let that go for a minute. I know. We got a little Thanksgiving theme going on.
Yeah, welcome to our Thanksgiving theme. My brother made all that right there. So that's
Can I set the fire on the table?
Cool.
that's my mother's.
Oh, okay.
All right. But yeah, that was my moments. Who's next? Who's next?
And me.
Act two.
Honestly, the only good story moment is the night song in that one because it's fantastic, just freaking tastic.
I have something different.
Player moment. What was that?
Keep going.
Keep going.
I can't really think of any of the particular player moments other than the Gauntlet of Shar. I was shadow stepping everywhere in that. I love doing that shadow step.
We always
Oh,
turned off
yeah.
the lights for him so he could just.
Oh yeah, in that one good thank you thing.
Oh,
you just
yes.
turn off all the
That's
lights.
That's actually.
We went around and like shut off all the candles. Is that like the one where we went in? Like Braven was in the or Ethan was in the conversation?
We just sat in the conversation until we knew
Yeah.
to start.
He was in the conversation, and I said, all right, everybody.
Because that fight took us a while.
Oh, we'll talk about that in Act 3. When we
Yeah.
get to Act 3. 'Cause Act 3, that's a lot to unpack. Huh?
Yeah, for real. But that was so funny. But anyways, yeah. Who's next? Wait, Kanan, were you done?
You not having a play moment or anything like that? Or just shadow stepping around? Because you did shadow step a lot during that nighttime fight.
Is that where we found out about the Emperor?
Yeah.
We found out about what?
The Emperor at the very end of Act 3.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then
That was another good story moment. Oh yeah.
We're not talking about that.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that either.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that happen.
Ethan's character of the Emperor got really close in this campaign. That's
It's,
all we're gonna say.
Well, I can't say that word either.
You can say a lot about this, but there's really good friends.
Yeah, they're really good friends. Really, really good friends.
He jokingly did it and didn't realize how serious it was.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't have any bearing on the story, so
Yeah, it just happened, and then yeah.
I'll say, but that was your favorite moment. With me.
just a little one night stand, you know.
Second favorite.
Second favorite? Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, nice song's
Oh,
my favorite.
you
Can't be
that.
fun.
Ethan?
I have a different favorite story moment. I liked the moments with Jahira.
Okay, I did like Jira.
Her story was very. I liked her background and like.
That was the Underdark. No, not the Underdark. That was Shadowlands, right? Yeah. Or Shadow Realm, whatever. Shadowlands. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But and then obviously, like I said, the night song was dope. Which I hated that we lost Shar after we got the night song, but
Shadowheart. Yeah.
Not sure.
whatever. Same
Because of Char, basically.
Because of Shaw.
Because of Char, we lost Shadowheart.
And
But-
then she died.
I have.
Oh yeah. Did she die?
Off
Shadowheart?
screen.
Yeah. Shadowheart dies off screen, which is dumb. Spoiler alert.
And then I have a few favorite player moments. Like there's the one the Emperor kind of had a one night stand with him, but he was in the form of a woman. Okay.
We didn't know. It turned into a mind
I
player.
mean-
We're like, oh my god.
I mean,
If you don't know what a mind flayer is, that is a squid-like being.
it's Squidward basically.
with tentacles.
But and then
I mean, if you like that, I mean, I'll
a
try
couple
to.
of my favorite player moments was first off, just Moonbeam in the Underdark is
Yeah.
not Underdark, the Shadow Realm.
Yep.
That is very true.
I just Moonbeamed everybody.
Once we got those blessings, it was so great to just be able to walk around.
I finally figured out how to talk to the pixie. That's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we just tortured her. For
Yeah.
months.
We'd wake up from camp and she'd be like, "Get me out of here! This sucks! Get me out!" And we were like, "Ah, poor
Pipe
Pixie."
down.
Yeah, pipe down. A little slap on the jar, you know.
But I kind of similar to your doctor story when we went into that stronghold or whatever, and I started talking to that giant like demon character. I got him to kill all of his men. Got him to kill his displacer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And I was so close to getting him to kill himself, but he didn't
I
quite.
can't say that.
Oh,
Unalive himself.
unalive himself.
I'm sure it's fine.
We'll be fine.
This is a video game. This isn't real life.
Yeah.
Video game, not in real life.
We can edit that out. But
Dylan's not gonna edit that out. We're keeping that baby in there raw.
but yeah, I almost got him to take out his whole entire army by himself with nothing
Thank
done
God we
by
have to
us.
fight that panther. Little like thing.
Displacer?
Like, yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't play D&D, so.
Yeah, it's a displacer. In D&D, Armor Thieves, you see it.
Yeah, it's basically
Isn't it in Final Fantasy 15 or am I?
and it can.
Because it has. Remember that thing that you fight and it's got.
it's a displacer. So that creature is based off the displacer. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I saw it and I was like, no, because I died to that in Final Fantasy 15 like
Oh,
a million times.
They walk around the corner. He's up ahead in front, and it's me and him in the back, and those two are in front. And like he walks around the corner and sees that thing move, and he goes, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, for real. I ain't doing that. I know what that thing is. That thing kills me all the time.
Nah, I'm good.
But
That's why I wound up talking to the guy because I have good animal handling because I'm a dude.
oh yeah, that is right. That's why I did. Yeah. And then the demon guy showed up. We were like, oh crap, he's talking to an actual demon. This isn't good. There's no charisma, but it actually ended up working out.
But yeah, those have to be my favorite player moments from Act 2.
Yeah. All right. Well,
The monster that is Act 3.
the monster talk of Act 3, like
God. Oh wait, Act 2 out of 10.
Oh.
Act 2 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9. I loved Act 2. I liked the Shadow Realm. I liked Moonrise, like
Yeah.
taking over Moonrise, killing Ketheric, killing Merkel.
Oh, I like
Those are
to-
all like so good.
I like to tell everyone real quick. In Act 1, there is this windmill, and we threw a gnome off it, and I'm just gonna let you know that from.
That comes back.
That comes back.
That comes back.
That comes back. If you ever are playing the game,
Save the guy.
save the guy. Hit break. Don't hit release break.
Kanan.
We were like, which lever is it? And we're like,
Kanan's like, I'll just pull this
I'll
one.
just pull this one. There he goes.
He goes flying. Anyway, I say 9 for me. You too?
I say 8. I enjoyed Act 3 better than I enjoyed Act 2,
I already know my Act 3 score.
but it was very good. I just enjoyed the other ones more.
Cool.
I'm gonna
Not
go with the 8 out of 10.
Act 1.
8 out of 10? Cool. Okay.
It was good, but there's only 2 things that stood out to me. Act 3 though.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now we're going to move on to the monster of Act 3. I'm going to let Dylan take this one.
Act 3 is freaking awesome. 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
This is when, okay, so before this, Spider-Man 2 was my game of the year.
Yeah.
Obviously. And we're going to have a podcast about game of the year stuff. Matt's over there talking trash.
Pipe down over there, Matt.
Matt plays 2 video games a year, and it's Spider-Man 2 and Madden, so I don't even want to talk to him.
There's Fortnite too.
Oh yeah, we've been on Fortnite religiously. That's another conversation. But
And wrestling.
And a little bit of Baldur's Gate.
COD, you play COD this year? Yeah, exactly.
Modern Warfare 3 is not worth it. Okay.
I agree.
I agree.
Benefits.
All right. Back to my point. I'm drinking the Celsius and it's like indigestion, so like I'm constantly having to burp. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 was my game of the year. Act 3 changed all of that.
I completely agree.
Act 3 is one of the best gaming sections I've ever played. Whether it's like, you know, I just lost my focus. Dang it.
I'm gonna let you know the spark went out and it hit the back wall. Oh, okay. Bye.
That was Brittany, by the way.
That's my wife.
Is his wife?
I love her.
Aww. Anyways.
I ain't gonna lie. I got you.
Mom and Dad.
Mom and dad. But yeah, whether it's, you know,
back to
the
that.
ending or like finally beating the Elder Brain after a few nights of trying, and
I've never had fights last. Like I had to go like stop the game one day and then have to go back. I would
Yeah.
always have to like be like, okay. I can finish it
And
today.
the funny thing is, we usually had our like outros to each. Like we would, you know, see you tomorrow, guys. Like
Yeah.
we had a good time.
there would be points where we just got off.
Dylan said, "All right, I'm done with this," and just I saw it said Dylan left the
Yeah.
party. I was like, "He mad."
Yeah, I got like it was like the second night we tried, and I was like, I don't think we're gonna be able to beat this. Like I'm so pissed off. Like,
Hey, third time's
and then yeah, so we got on third night, and then we beat it. Whether it's that or, you know, whether it's just basically anything in Baldur's, like disabling the steel watch, I thought was fun, especially when we finally figured out how to get in there, because we just took it forever because the steel watch kept seeing us.
Too,
We had to go back and fix something.
because you weren't there for that part. We had to go back and fix it, and then you came back.
Because you were at work, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I asked you, I said, "Hey, you want me to go back and fix this?"
that's right. Yeah, and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, so basically, to get that comes back, Steel Watch. We're gonna jump on player moments and.
Did everyone just get a PlayStation app notification?
Yes.
Because we're all picked up our phones.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So what is it called? We'll get to the player moments and story moments in a minute, but the what's it called? The main thing I want to talk about is that gnome coming back in Act 1, like first hour in. Save the gnome.
Supposed to.
Stupid gnome.
From the windmill.
Stupid little weakling gnome.
Threw it completely
Yeah.
to the other side of town.
I will.
And he went, oh, he'll just jump off and be A-okay. I couldn't tell what body part after he got thrown, man. It was insane.
I will say it was maddening that happened, but I do love that this has consequences. Like you got.
Our actions have consequences in this game. It's the coolest game.
Yeah. That's why I think it's, arguably the best RPG of all time, just because everything you do has a consequence or someone has a reaction to that, and it's continuing. It's not like
D&D.
yeah, it's not like you just like have the reaction and then that's it. You don't hear from it ever again. That affects you later down the line. Like there's multiple things where it's like we could do something and there would be times where we're like we don't know what it is. We're gonna look it up, and there'd be something that happened like a whole 6 hours ago that you're like, hey, you need to help this guy, or you need to talk to this guy, and then that'll give you this, and this gives you that. Like it's just like so many things to make it easier, and then so many things to make it harder on yourself. And I think that's super cool, and that makes you have to think when you're playing, in a efficient way.
60 hours later, we needed them. 60 hours
Yeah.
later. Exactly 60 hours. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, well, okay, we can just talk to the other guy. No, I scorched that guy.
Oh yeah, we scorched him,
On accident.
and we couldn't use talk to the dead, right?
Yeah,
Because you scorched.
He was so dismembered.
Badly
Yeah.
dismembered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what we had to do was go through the prison again, which was, once again, that is a great little sequence, I think.
What part was the prison?
The prison is where you go and rescue all the people from down below. And
Oh God. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, and
That was stressful.
you're on a time limit. I should have done Mage Hand during that time because.
Oh, we saved Duke, right?
Yeah, we saved
Rip.
Dude.
Yeah.
Will's story, by the way, you're gonna love Will's story.
So good. Will's story's so good.
But yeah, that actions have consequences in this game, and we learned that really firsthand in
In the third act.
In the third act. Now, let's start with favorite player moment and story moment.
Favorite story? Oh God, dude, story moment.
I'll go last.
All of it.
Everything with Karlak.
Oh,
I want to say, Karlak for me wasn't really that insane of a character until the third act for me. Like
She just
yeah, because of everything with the Infernal Engine in her, right? It's Infernal Engine, that's what it's called, and like her getting hotter and hotter, and like one
She
day
was hot.
She was already hot, you know, but but she, but like
I
that
have to deal with this every single time we run into a female like
character in that game.
character, NPC, whatever you want to call it. This man would go, oh, she's hot. I'm like, shut up, Ethan. We are trying to freaking buy like potions or some crap.
Yeah.
This is not this.
Some like minuscule task, and it's just the hottest lady you've ever seen in your life. When you have to go do this with, it's
Like
just.
freaking like when we met Isabel for the first time, I was like, dude, you need
I forgot about
to
Isabel.
calm down.
But like basically after we killed Gortash, which was a decent fight. I didn't really like Gortash's fight that much.
Gortash's fight.
I liked
I liked his voice acting.
what's the other one?
Orin.
Orin? Yeah.
the
Her
lady,
fight was cool.
Yeah.
Temple of Ball.
Yeah, her fight was cool. And we beat Ball too, right? Ball.
No.
Balls.
We actually had to fight that twice because someone activated other people.
Oh.
Oh.
It's always me, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. There were the people up at the top, right? And they were murdering us. They were really good. But I liked her fight better than Gortash's. But anyway, after Gortash's fight, where she kind of breaks down, and there's that we were all watching it, we were just like silent. Usually we like to talk during cutscenes.
And
They're not
I
the most engaging
couldn't
things in
see
the world.
it because they had to bring her, and
Oh,
one of us
yeah.
had to drop out.
Yep.
I watched it later.
We didn't think it'd be like that serious.
I watched it later, and it was very, very good.
Yeah, because we knew the objective, and he was like, "I'll drop out, and y'all can bring Karlak." So we brought Karlak in, and it was such a good cutscene, dude. So good. And Karlak's whoever did her voice, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not gonna look it up, but they did very good. And that scene, and then the end where
I'm surprised she didn't get nominated for.
Astarian's actor did, which I think if you play the actual game like a solo run and you don't like make a character, I think that's where you get more. If you play, say you play as Astarian, because apparently I think he's like the main character.
Really?
If you actually play like the main, like if you don't create a character, you can play as the other ones.
Yeah.
So I think he's the one you're actually supposed to play as.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's I mean he's at the front of the game. He's in the front of it.
Yeah.
So like
That is true.
it's
Plus,
him and like Shadowheart.
Literally everybody loves him. I don't.
Yeah, and
really
he's
get it,
he's
but-
fun. But then we forget he's a vampire, and the sun comes out, and he's
And
like,
we forget he's like actually
I
evil.
completely forgot about that.
He's kind of evil too. So.
But Karlak at the end too, where like she's finally accepting that it's probably it, and then Will's like, nah, we're gonna go to
Avernus.
yeah, and then the last cutscene is like them running. Oh my god.
Down by the river on electric
Oh
car.
man,
I'm like,
it's so hype. It's so hype.
Bro, when she was like lit her
Oh yeah,
cigar,
a
and she's
cigar like out of
and
nowhere.
she swings. I'm like, oh yeah.
But and then player moment,
Doom
is
Eternal
finally
right
beating
there.
Elder Ren. Finally, after like when we did it and we all got in there, that's when I was like, oh crap, I think we might be able to do it. And then I hit like 2 bow shots on her, on her.
We all just
and then you
started.
hit
And he's like,
something.
should I do it? Should I do it?
These y'all all went in like 7 HP left, and I had Blight that's guaranteed 8. I went.
Yep. Yeah, we hit her with Blight. She had like 7 HP left, and you were like Blight. It's just like a guaranteed kill.
Blight is like a stupid kill, and by the way, I read the damage of what I did. That was 85 damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got critical hit on that last hit.
Stop hitting her. She's already dead.
For real. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite player moment, was finally doing that and us celebrating, and just like because it was so late too, we were like,
I was like, check out sand.
yeah. I wish I could, man. That was because that was like 100 hours in our campaign, so we were like, it was just like a journey, just complete.
That
you know
it
what
was
I'm saying?
the culmination.
And it's with the fellas, It's
was
something
the-
I'll remember forever.
And then it was over the city watching all those people kill the mind flayers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, killing the mind flayer.
It was
Yeah.
the culmination of like so many late nights.
Yeah.
It was just so good.
It was so
We
good.
always stay up till 2.
Yep.
And
Every
we
time.
all said we were gonna get off at like a good, decent time.
Never. It was always 2 a.m. every time. But yeah, that was definitely my moments. Whoever wants to go next can go.
That'd be.
Canaan.
Canaan.
I'm going last.
My favorite player moment was definitely down in the underwater prison. We went to break out, what's his name? The Duke.
Yeah.
When me and Ethan, we hang back and kept fighting off the people.
Oh, y'all.
While y'all were
We both
escaping.
died.
We didn't have a turn left to get.
Yeah,
in.
y'all just went. Y'all didn't have no turn left, nothing to do, and y'all just went. We're going
it
out
felt awesome.
swinging.
It felt awesome.
And that was the coolest moment. I was like, no freaking way they're doing this, and they went out swinging.
Oh yeah, I like our last turn. I was just like, all right.
Y'all
crazy.
made sure the dude got out of there and like went out swinging. That was a really cool moment.
Plus, we also saved. What's her name? That was. She was related to that one guy.
The blind guy, yeah.
Yeah.
The blind guy that I scorched on accident.
It has a goofy name. I don't remember what his name is.
I don't know, but you got a story moment?
The story moment. That's a difficult choice. I'd have to say probably Carlack's story at the end. It's just
That's
it's
It's really good, yeah.
one of the few moments that really made me cry.
yeah. I was shedding a tear during that too,
It was very good.
because she's just like over there. She's like, I thought I had more time. I thought I would be able to. I was like, dang. And it was kind of our fault. Like we could have.
Yeah, we could have.
We had the Infernal Iron to do it too.
Yeah, but we were like, gotta defeat the Elder Brain. We were we were hell bent on it. Like,
Our own hubris.
so yeah, it's your turn.
All right. Player moment. Gosh, I was mostly support for the last act. I have to say that. But I'd say
Especially that last battle, you came in really clutch though.
I was healing y'all the whole battle. That I couldn't do anything else.
Screw
My
that dragon.
my favorite player moment, I'd
Screw
have
that
to
dragon.
say, is finding out that I could literally summon an army behind me.
Yeah.
I had a what are they called?
If I remember, I remember.
Element. I had a major elemental and a minor elemental, which the major elemental was like stupid powerful, almost as powerful as me. And then it was a wood nymph or like woodland creature,
Yeah, you had like 3 wood-
and
It's a
she
dryad, I think.
could bring like basically Groot into the party. Like he was this living tree. So all in all, I had like 4-5 people I could control, and so I was killing it. And then turned myself into Owlbear, and boom, we got a whole squad pulling up.
For real though.
That was a very cool moment when we pulled up to the castle to fight Gortash, and us 3 are like in the middle of combat, like starting off, and we're like, where the heck is Ethan? He's like, hold on a minute, and he comes up with this entire army behind him. I was like, what is happening here?
I brought backup. And then my favorite story moment, they've all said it. It was Carlack. Carlack's last, like, because, like, she was, like, literally almost burning up, basically, on the ground. And you're just, like, she's just, like, she was crying. Like, the part that really got me, like, shedding a tear was when all she wanted was to live in the city with her friends. And we had become her friends.
sad.
Like, I genuinely was just like,
Yeah.
dang.
The song for that is "I Want to Live," and it's so good.
Oh yeah.
But then,
It's the
Oh yeah.
or yeah, something like that. But it's so good.
and then after that, when it basically turns into Doom Eternal, they're
Yeah,
down
for
there
real.
just smoking a cigar and just like
For real.
obliterating the infernal creatures down there. That was probably my favorite. Let me see. I don't really have any more story moments in Act 3. I don't think so.
Other than defeating the Overbrain.
Other than defeating the Elder Brain, yeah.
Yeah.
I could say, because I got the final hit on the Elder Brain, I was like, oh, that could be my favorite moment. No, it's not. Or the fight with Gortash, it's not. It's my favorite player moment is an accident.
You had a lot of final hits on people. I will say that.
Yeah, this last battle I really did. I didn't realize it until like we started
does
talking
like
about it.
80 damage.
Yeah,
Well, I
it-
do a lot of damage in this.
And say it was like me and
Final act.
Braven that would get final hits on people.
So, I have two favorite player moments. One is an accident. One was really cool. I'll do the really cool one first. The really cool one was in the Emperor's hideout. There's a Githyanki invading and everything like that. And this is one of those fights that, once again, there's only 2 fights we took multiple days on. This fight and the last fight.
Oh, is it the Githyanki?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
it took
yeah.
us 2 days.
Yeah, there were so many of them. They did so much damage, too.
And these 2 had died, and
All the time.
by him. He's a living shield, is what this man is. And it was the coolest fight that we could have done, because every time he'd swing, I'd imagine missile from behind him and just...
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah, it was so
looked
sick.
so cool, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool fight.
Sorcerer Paladin combo.
But the accident that's my favorite moment is we went to fight the King of the Vampires, and
Oh yeah.
and he has a staff with that controls 7,000 other vampires.
Oh, God, I forgot about this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
And you can either release them, you can either release them, you can keep them caged forever, or you can release them into the afterlife.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, just release them all." I was like, "Yeah, I did release them all into the afterlife on accident.
Killed them all.
7,000 of them,
Killed every single one of them.
all at once."
And then we got thanked for it.
Yeah.
And then I got thanked for it. I was like, "Word."
And then we were walking away, and it was like we were super quiet. We were like, we just genocide in
committed
this game. Like,
genocide.
this is insane. Like, what the heck?
I felt horrible.
Because we have to see all of it. They cut back, and everyone was dying. We're like, oh
Because
my
not
gosh.
all of them were for him either. That was the sad
Yeah.
part.
Well, and I was over I literally was over guys did the wrong one, guys did the wrong one. They went, no, you didn't. And it happened, and everybody just, Braven, what did you do? I said, I hit the wrong one, it was an accident.
We thought for a second there it was gonna unalive Astarion, which was a little scary, but
Yeah.
it did not.
It did not.
He was protected.
Yep.
And I was very, very scared during that entire time, but it was really funny.
It was really funny.
It's funny to look at it now. During that moment, it was not funny at all. We were super serious. For real. We were just dead silence, nothing from nobody. And another favorite moment of mine, because they won't mention it, is I love when we're in the middle of combat, and Ethan or Canaan will go over a body and just start looting.
Mid
get-
battle.
Got to get first pick of the litter. You know?
I had to get
Mid-bat.
character, you know.
Yeah, in the end you did, but in the beginning you're a monk. You're supposed to be
If someone would go AFK, Kanan would try to pickpocket them every time.
every time.
That's another player moment. Whenever I was trying to pickpocket people while you were playing.
That's a great.
We had a
then
we
I
had
put
a
Jeff-
whole investigation.
We were trying to
Get some gold.
get some gold, and we're trying to get the scrolls and then go together.
Yeah, I had to go.
He was in there right. That's another player moment. I got kicked. I'm a sorcerer, and I got kicked out of the main sorcerer play. By the way, that's a
Sorcerer
0.5% chance happening to a sorcerer. That's insane.
Yeah, every time we went in there, he just got booted out every time.
And I'm like, what did I even do? And apparently it's because I just said the wrong thing to the wrong greeting as a sorcerer. Because there was 2 options.
Oh, you said the wrong one.
Then I said the wrong one, and I'm like, of course I'm not paying attention to sorcerer stuff like that.
Imposter.
They're like, you fake, get out.
And I was like,
You fake, get out of here.
And I got kicked out. And I'm like, what in the world is happening?
They didn't let you back in here.
But he had to go in and buy
I had to go in there by scrolls. I had to share my screen, and everyone was like, "Yeah, get that one. Yeah, get that one."
I gave him so much gold.
Yeah.
All the gold, since I'm basically party leader.
Yeah.
All the gold would
Come to you.
When they would leave.
Yeah.
And I just kept throwing it at you. And I'm like, buy me scrolls, which came in clutch at the end.
Yeah, they did. They did.
But
Disintegrate. Yep. Disintegrate came in clutch.
Came in clutch.
Yep.
James, if you're watching this, I envy you because he learned disintegrate as an actual spell, not as a.
In the game?
Yeah, in the game.
Oh my God, how?
So basically.
Did he just max level one class?
He maxed level wizard, and for a way you do wizard, you know how you pick Warbreaker, Oathbreaker, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Which, by the way, when you became Oathbreaker,
Oathbreaker
that
was sick.
Really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That was a cool story moment.
Yeah, it was cool.
But you can learn scrolls. One scroll, you can learn the entire spell for 25 gold. That is
Dang.
insane. I almost thought about reclassing for wizard.
Oh my God.
I almost
Yeah,
did.
wizards.
Wow.
But he's over here pickpocketing people. And
To
the
get some gold.
cops caught on.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was trying to dip, but
He
it
goes
didn't work.
straight to prison. Joe do not have to go. Do
Well,
not
no,
collect $200.
he tried to sneak away, and they kept asking me. They're like, "Who was it?" I was like, "Well, it wasn't me." And they're like, "You know what? You're right."
You know what? You're right. You're right.
And then they kept coming back. I'm like, "I didn't do it."
And then they finally caught up to me.
Yeah, they got up to Canaan, and he's like, "Well,
Yeah.
should I try?" And I'm like, "No, just go to jail."
I tried deception, but it
We
didn't.
broke him out.
We broke him out. It was really easy. It was just, we really should have just went for the wall.
That's when I broke my
Which
oath.
is funny because you gave me the one thieves tool you had, but I still rolled too low somehow, and I don't know how.
I don't know how low you rolled because I was like, that's insane.
Yeah, they started
It
going.
was a crit failure.
Y'all started going in the main area to like unlock him, and I was like, "Guys, there's a barrel by the," and y'all weren't listening to me like at all. I was like, "There's an explosive barrel next to a weak part in the wall," and I was like,
Yeah, we were just,
It was like when Elias was telling us there's people behind us in Fortnite.
oh my gosh. That-
"But
we need to stream Fortnite on.
Oh, that was
We do. It's a fun time.
Y'all,
Oh, yeah.
y'all meet Elias eventually. He's a character. We all love him. So,
gosh,
Well, does anyone else have any like story character moments?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Because then after that, we just talk about how we feel about the game overall, give it a score, and then
the undead dragon.
Oh, Unsword. That's another story moment. Like, we got bodied by this dragon, like the undead dragon.
we got bodied by
Oh,
every single
yeah.
dragon in that game."
Yeah, every dragon in the game got bodied. Now, when the second time we played that fight, I had a scroll, luckily. It was the orb of invulnerability or like and stuff like that. Because there's this, he's a lightning dragon, like me, like, what's up, homie? And, by the way, Emperor is sucky for what he did.
Yeah, he's not that
oh
good.
yeah, he like
person.
betrayed his friend and
But
stuff.
lightning came down from above and just struck all of us.
Yeah, it's like one shot.
And killed us all.
Yeah.
Second time, I had an orb put it around us, save, body the dragon.
Yep.
But yeah, that was another good moment. And if you go into the final fight, be tactical. Just be tactical.
Yeah, you have to think through it.
Kill the bats.
That is another one of my favorite player moments. Is like the last time we went in there, we were finally like, okay, we need to like think about this before we actually do anything. And that was the last time we fought him because we were like, all right, we're gonna tactically do this and not just go in guns a blazing.
So if you're words of advice from us, kill the bats first in the first fight. Kill the bats. The bats. 'Cause they call
The wing boars?
reinforcement.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
wing
call
boars.
it reinforcement.
Oh yeah, the first fight. Yeah.
Yeah, the first fight, they call it reinforcement. Wow, is it like time again? Awesome. What's up, homie? And then the second fight,
Make sure.
run completely. Just run away from the Nautiloid that is shooting at you up the stairs.
Yep. Just run.
And make sure you hit
And
the
take
person. Don't go against the people that are your counterpart.
Oh, yeah.
The final
Definitely.
fight, if you're
Take
playing
those
with-
out first.
If you're playing with a bunch of buddies, you're gonna want to go with, oh, it's a dragon. Let's go for the dragon first.
No.
Don't
Don't do
Don't
it.
go for the dragon. It'll one tap you.
Do not go for the dragon
Yeah.
first. He will destroy you. He will absolutely.
Yeah, Matt. You fight a dragon. We fought a dragon twice.
And one.
We both fought a dragon more than once, more than twice.
No, it wasn't more than twice.
You will not fight that dragon. But go for your counterparts. Like, for example, he went for my counterpart.
Yeah.
I went for his counterpart.
I went for his counterpart, and he went for my counterpart.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was,
Hey, I went for the cleric and homie didn't know what to do. It was like, oh god, I'm getting hit for 50 damage every time.
More than
like
50.
we split it up really nicely and wonderful.
Wipe the board.
And then
Yep.
you deal with the mind players. And then if you have people left, you can go for the dragon. Nobody cares about that stupid dragon. Just
Nope.
keep them busy.
Yep, just keep 'em
If
busy.
you have allies with you,
Cannon fodder. That's always
Cannon fodder.
freaking
Dame
yeah.
Dame Aylin, she
Dame-
died, come back.
The night song, we love her. We love
Yeah.
the moment in Act 2, but she is cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder in Act 3.
She would die, and we'd be like, "See you next round."
Because she doesn't die, she just keeps coming back.
She's immortal, so.
she would just
Yeah, she like doesn't die. She just gets like knocked unconscious. And
Yeah.
goes right back to life.
Yep.
And, like,
Which it comes in clutch.
it does.
Really.
Because then the mind flayers are like, ah, let's kill her again. So they keep on going after her. But
Also, I figured out what parrying is. Someone joked with me today about what parrying is in Baldur's Gate 3, and they said counterspell. I went, oh, you're right.
it is. It is. It is.
But yeah, Act 3, we all said 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 10 out of 10. One of the best things I've ever played.
I didn't say my story thing. My story thing is also the end with
Carlac, yeah.
And Will. That was a very good moment.
Very good moment.
Glitching, and I also wish we would have watched the end credits scene
That's
for,
my fault. That's my fault.
for the Baldur's Gate 4 when that game
Raphael.
Yeah, with Raphael. So I'm going to say what that is right now because I don't know if y'all watch
Oh, no, I don't know what it is.
I haven't.
I accidentally skipped the credits. That's my bad.
Basically, with Raphael is he goes, well, thank you for doing what I need you all to do, and like starts bragging about like.
He's using us.
Well, so Will and Carlac will probably be in the next game because we're going to be fighting Avernus.
Yeah.
Like the entire armies of Avernus. He's united them all 7 of them. He's united.
Oh, God.
Oh gosh.
And he said, I might come knocking on your door. And he goes, knock. And as soon as he says knock, it goes to black. I'm like,
Dang.
I saw a video where somebody took out Raphael.
yeah, and like 2 hits.
Yeah.
They all right, 7 paladin, level 6, level 5 warlock kills Raphael.
Well, I also saw.
666 health.
Yeah.
Kills him at 2 health.
See, I saw Barrelmancy, and that's where they just put a bunch of explosive barrels around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Barrels get exploded in this stupid game.
Yeah, for real. But-
Anyway,
All right, we're gonna go for the ranking of the game. Like, how are we gonna rank it? Dylan, go ahead.
And we're doing the rankings, like how we're gonna rate it. Like,
Yeah, right.
I do mine out of 5.
Yeah.
If y'all want to do out of
Yeah,
5,
let's
that's
We
cool.
did out of 5 for 7.
7, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so out of 5, I'll go first. This game is obviously a 5 out of 5. It's game of the year. I think, without a doubt, Matt's not paying attention, but he'd be pissed off if he heard what I was saying. I said Baldur's Gate, 5 out of 5, by far game of the year. Not by far, but it's game of the year. It's gonna win. We'll have that conversation later, but obviously there's some frame rate issues and like texture issues and stuff like that.
the camera.
Yeah, the camera was. There's bugs, and we played on PlayStation 5, so it wasn't really technically made for PS5. It was really for PC.
Yeah.
But that was the only issue I had. I didn't really have any issue storyline wise or how it played out. I'm usually not turn based. That's not my style of play, but I really enjoyed it in this game a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed
I
it.
know what's saying this is gonna. I know you guys are gonna be watching this and go, guys.
Play Final Fantasy if you like turn based. That's exactly what he's gonna say. He's gonna be like, oh, you should play Final Fantasy now. But I'm just and like I think that.
I swear I'll get 14 soon.
I think this is just the way to do it. Like, I don't know. There's so many different options to do with each turn, and like that's my thing. Sometimes turn-based is a little limiting, and I think in this, it's more.
It plays into it.
Yeah, and there's way more things you can do, and you actually have to think. Like, I don't know. I really like the turn-based in this, so I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. That's my rating. Canaan, what about you?
I like the fact that every single character in this game, like even just the ones that should be like NPCs, are fleshed out people. You can talk to them, get their backstories. Like it actually felt like a good world to go into. The combat was fantastic.
You can.
There was so much you could do with it, and the story obviously fantastic, and the music.
Oh, the music's so good. Oh yeah, I've got the score is great. Score is amazing. Yeah, score is great.
There were so many points where you're just like mouth hanging open because this music behind what you're seeing is just
It's so good. Yeah.
So,
Beautiful too.
Yeah.
5 out of 5, hands down, game of the year,
Cool.
game of the decade.
I'd agree with game of the decade. I mean, so far, it's one of the best games to come out this decade for sure in the 2020s.
You even Last of Us Part 2?
Oh, it's better than Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Well, that was last decade. That was 2019. So.
No, that's 2020.
That was 2020.
Yeah.
It's one of the two. I don't know. Yeah. But it was nominated for 2020 Game of the Year, so it might have been 2019. But
Who cares?
yeah.
okay. I will have to say, if I played it by myself, I don't feel like I would have fully enjoyed it as much as playing. Like, I'm sorry, but the payoff at the end of playing like
With your friends.
the boys.
Yeah.
You spent so many late nights. You spent so many hours. The payoff at the end, I had, like, me and Dylan both, we were just like, we have smiles from ear to ear.
Yeah.
Like, right at the end of it. We were just so happy. But, yeah, I'd have to say 5 out of 5, man. The story, the score, just everything. Larry, good job, Larry and Studios. 'Cause,
Oh, yeah.
Gosh. They obviously had, like, they were passionate about this because it's obvious. It shows. That's it.
This game, like, I didn't want to get into this game like.
Ethan has to go wee wee.
To be honest, I didn't want to get into this game because I was like, okay.
Don't go right there. Oh god, I thought he was going right there. I was like, oh my god.
At first, I didn't want to get into this game because they were all talking about it. Like we were sending you off to college, like at Applebee's, and y'all all talking about it. And I was like, I mean, it sounds okay. Like I prefer because I'm a DM for a Star Wars D&D campaign.
Yep.
I was like, I just prefer in person. And then we went to Carowinds in September and had an absolute blast. I was like, and they're like, just kept talking about it. I was like, sure, why not? I'll get it too. And so me and Ethan got it that night, and I think you got it, or
I think I got it a little bit later.
yeah, you got it like
As
you
soon as I got it, I
you
was
game
like,
shared
oh,
with
this is
Ethan,
great.
didn't you?
What?
You game shared with Ethan, didn't you?
I game shared with Ethan.
You game shared with Ethan.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I could, I one of the two, but
He got 16 from me. I got.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was insane. It's just like just talking about this game is like I can't put into words how much I love it. Just because like they said, when you're playing with your friends, when you're playing with people like my favorite time is when we get into arguments on this game because it's so stupid what we're arguing.
Yeah, it
about.
is, and we'll get like intense too. Yeah, it gets intense.
The
It's D&D, so like it just happens.
As a DM, it like shows what D&D really is, and I'm like, this is beautiful.
They really captured it in a video game very well.
There are many games that try to do it and completely fail.
Yeah.
Not one I believe has really succeeded. Or maybe I can think of one, but like this game is phenomenal. And 5 out of 5. It's a close call because 16 was robbed from Game of the Year nomination.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that in a later podcast with our returning.
Matt's talking trash back
He's
there.
talking
Anyway.
trash because
He's talking trash. He's talking trash. He's talking trash.
we're just talking.
We'll talk about it more on the podcast.
But like,
yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 is most likely going to be Game of the Year just because of what it can do.
Yep.
Just because the crowd it has attracted to it. It has not just the PlayStation community, but the PC community.
Soon to be Xbox.
Soon to be Xbox.
Oh.
And that as soon as Xbox hits, cross-platform is going to be a thing. And Justin, my boy, if you...
Oh, I might re-get it if I can play with Justin.
Yeah, Justin has already said that me and him are starting a campaign. And listen, my boy, we're going to wreck some crap up.
I joined that.
Like this, like that might be just a thing where anybody can join, and I'll just have your characters in the closet area and like pull them out like
whenever we need them. Yep.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. So because me and him have talked about because I think out of all of us like extended groups and all, like me and him have played D&D the longest. Like
I would think so, probably.
For sure.
He's 7 years, I'm 3, so yeah.
I'm 0. None.
He's this summer.
Yep.
I'll be doing a live stream one shot this summer of a D&D campaign. So
Yeah.
I might bring my dwarf druid back.
by the way, these characters you can copy the character sheets on if you look at them, you can actually copy them from your base.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
If, like you get a base character sheet and go on D&D Beyond and can do that. But yeah, 5 out of 5. This game is beyond phenomenal. And anybody else got anything to say about it? Because
it's one of those games where I won't forget ever playing it. Like it's just completely memorable
Probably
in all the
reference
best ways.
some spots like
Oh yeah.
for a while.
And
so.
yeah, it's just 5 out of 5, perfect.
I went through withdrawals this week of not playing it.
Yeah.
It was
We get on and now we're like, I guess we're on Fortnite.
Yeah, it's kind of weird not playing it after it's such a long story.
so weird. Like
We spent 2 months playing that game, I would say, right?
The thing
Around
is-
that.
we started in September, so yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I enjoyed, the character creation. I just like creating characters.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing.
This
Character
man has
creation's great.
created probably a good 10, 15 characters.
Closer to 20.
Gosh.
Deleted half of them, but hey.
But I say that is another thing that's very good about this game is the character creation. You know, I think
My mic has been off this entire time.
No way.
Dead serious. No. Dead serious. Mic has been off this entire time.
They might have heard you through our mics.
Mic has been off this entire time.
Maybe.
5 out of 5. Game's great. Act 1 6. out of 10. Act 2's 9 out of 10, and Act 3 is 10 out of 10.
That is the
That's
Hog
all
Rider Radio experience right there. Holy cow!
Technical difficulty.
Technical
Wow.
difficulties on a 100% level.
And it's all Braven's fault.
Yep.
You're stupid.
Die alone, Matt. Die alone.
What time is it on the video so I can come back to this topic?
An hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, we need to go ahead and wrap this up then.
Yeah. Follow our Instagram. You ended. I'm done now. I'm freaking.
Yeah, if you like this podcast, give us a follow and rate us 5 stars if you're on Spotify. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, blah, 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 blah. All our socials will be down in the bottom. If you liked maybe just one of us and not Braven because he screwed up. I'll put Canaan's socials in there. He has an Instagram. He has an Instagram.
No, he doesn't.
I don't use it.
No.
Never.
Yeah, he does.
I don't.
Oh, I'm saying
anymore.
you do have an Instagram. I don't know.
I
If
have Instagram, but I
I
never.
don't know if you use it. Cannon's Instagram's on there. You can follow him if you want. He doesn't really post anything.
No.
But yeah, you know, we all have Instagrams. I use mine a lot. Ethan streams now. Braven streams some. I don't stream that much anymore.
I streamed a lot of Baldur's Gate, and I plan on streaming Fortnite soon. So.
Yeah. So, what was I about to say? I was about to say something else. I wasn't expecting to end this. I'm like thrown off.
I wasn't either.
The outro.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I love you guys, but you have to say it back. Have a great night /day /evening /morning /everything.